to stand, walk, jump, sit, and lie down. These are the most common of behaviors. Have you ever wondered why we were born following such laws? Who stipulated that we could not fly instead of walk? Someone of your talent and experience must surely know of the four great rulers who serve the heavenly principles. They govern life, death, time, and space. One wounded by a blade will die from blood loss or infection, and one who falls into a lake will drown in agony. The elderly wallow in solitude, and the solitary age faster. Eventually, new life is born, only to embark on the same path of suffering. These four divisions anchor the world and shackle those who live in it. But they themselves transcend its boundaries, squandering the power bestowed by the heavens. All who live yearn for equality, but unless the gods prostrate themselves and profess that they are mere servants of the living, equality can never exist. Who makes the rules we must live by? Who has the right to restrict us? The limits of the body can be rejected. How does it feel to be among those with absolute power? You cannot conceive the extent to which your flesh hinders your mind and spirit. Only by discarding our useless, primitive eyes can we perceive a new world. How narrow-minded we all were in the past. Why should the final answer of the world not be the power that predates those of life, death, time, and space? The power of the Trilune. Through it, I have glimpsed new experimental possibilities. Nature suppressed, authority exiled, souls controlled. You know, I heard recently that a group of critics reviewed countless stories and drew an interesting conclusion. They found that it is more often than not the villains who strive tirelessly to push the boundaries of progress. In fact, long before this, someone voiced a similar idea in an academia editorial. I felt a great affinity with this perspective. Fanatics are trampled down for their transgressions, and those who transcend are rebuked for their audacity. And so, the majority of creatures are too timid to follow my lead. In fact, long before this, someone voiced a similar idea in an academia editorial. I felt a great affinity with this perspective. I have never been afraid to step up and play the role of the villain. But all sacrifices made during my experiments have been worthwhile, as you can now see. I can offer you something new, something unique, precisely because I am a villain. Think about it. We are eternally bound through mutual interest. Can you truly say you would never turn to malice if it could give you the life you dream of? After all, what value do perfection and purity really have? They are fragile and feeble things, utterly tedious. I say, better to be governed by a flawed humanity than a gnosis. The true seeker of knowledge is the villain who undergoes countless tribulations in pursuit of their goal. I'm sure many people have told you that you're different.
Because I'm a descender?
Exactly. Very clever.
But what has that got to do with you?
I do not conceal my wicked deeds, my selfish desires, or my greed. A true researcher must act as I do if they are to understand and speak of the truth. And yet, a knowledge seeker like myself will inevitably grow tired of studying Tevat beyond a point. You have traveled to all corners of the world and met many people. Along the way, there have been moments when you were misunderstood or even became a wanted criminal. And all the while, you have spent your days doing some of the most mundane jobs in the world. You fight and toil, claim minuscule rewards from my friend Pantalone, then you fight some more, winning some battles and losing others as your search goes on. And this cycle continues, with no end in sight. Surely you must sometimes grow weary of being stuck in this same loop day after day.
We're completely different. I embrace everything that life throws at me. I am engaged in every step of my journey.
How does that make us different? I too embrace what life brings, researching everything that interests me. Think of all the novel things I've managed to create, like the artificial moon marrow. Don't you see? As unique a specimen as she was, even Columbina is not irreplaceable.
Take that back! She's gone because of your actions!
I didn't say that to anger you. Though admittedly, I don't see what there is to be angry about. Anything Columbina could do for you, I can do better. I know what your ultimate goal is. You wish to walk the path your brother walked and seek answers from him at the end of that journey, don't you?
Someone like you could never understand what it feels like to care about another person the way I care about him.
Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I could find your brother right now, bring him before you, and make him give you the answers you seek.
Don't be so presumptuous. You'll never begin to understand the situation between us.
Oh, no. This is no presumption. I'm only offering what I know is possible with the power of the Tri-Lune. But it seems like you would sooner continue with your journey through this world. Why? Do you truly desire this journey? Or is it simply a necessary process from which you cannot escape? Think of all the time and energy you have spent, everything you've had to endure just to make it this far. Is this really what you want? Or has your hand been forced by the promise of that final answer? Yes, you have made many friends. But do they ever spare a thought for the void in your heart and what it yearns for? What you want is not friends. It is family. But do they know this? I, on the other hand, am far more considerate. Join my experiment, and in return, I will bring your meaningless journey and all its struggles to an end.
This is a malicious attempt to manipulate me. But at the same time, he's stating some very human truths. Of course, he's right about my predicament. How can I deny it? I have faced ungrateful strangers, never-ending troubles, an endless quest for answers. I want to see him. After everything I've been through, words can't describe how much I miss him, how much I want to be reunited with him. Wherever you are right now, do you miss me too?
All right, everyone. Our next mission is clear. We need to contact all the major organizations, explain the situation to the public, and then begin the evacuation.
The residents of Not Cry are quite dispersed. The two most populated areas are the Southern Isles and Pyramida. Miss Lauma, I will leave Hisi Island and Nasha Town in your hands. I will liaise with the Fatui and Pyramida.
Agreed. We will reach out to Natlan and Snezhnaya. Anyone found north of the Experimental Design Bureau should follow the Fatui to Snezhnaya. As for those dwelling south of that line, I will ask the Voynich Guild to help persuade them to leave. Then I, Mr. Varka, and the Frostmoon Scions will escort them to Natlan.
The Voynich Guild has dealings with the Curatorium of Secrets. I will send them a letter vouching for your credibility. Yehoda, you should help Lauma. This is too big of a task for one person.
My wish has come true. You're willingly lending me your most capable employee for the day.
Well, good for you if all this only takes a day. Of course, if it takes any longer, I'll be charging a fee.
Boss, wait! Don't I get a say in this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Something to add, Yehoda?
Well, no one's more important to me than you, boss. And remember how Lauma healed your eyes after that big battle? I think that's worth at least 2 or 3 days' work for the Frostmoon Scions.
Are you completely incapable of acting in your own self-interest? Or do you simply devalue your own labor?
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Who will see to our other work if we're all busy evacuating residents? Sandrone insists that Columbina is still alive, and we have a traveler to rescue. There's much to be done.
But boss, I'm just worried that...
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
That's quite enough. Just focus on your work first.
I bet we're in for an uphill battle here. But we can help out too. Inefa and I are gonna help Nasha Town's residents carry their stuff.
Loading schedule. Store essential local research data and technology samples, then escort the people to Natlan. Understood. I will execute this to the best of my abilities.
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.
I've contacted the Lightkeepers. A colleague of mine will join us shortly. I will persuade them to conduct a thorough search of the region to ensure that no civilians get left behind.
As for me, I guess I'll be making an early return to Sumeru. I think it's important that someone informs the Dendro Archon of what's going on in Notcry.
Roger that. Someone should inform Mondstadt, too. Mr. Duran, can I trust you to handle that? I think you fly faster than any of us can run. As an added incentive, get there fast enough and I'll see about getting your gliding exam waived.
Really? Ha! Mission accepted, sir.
I intend to stay behind and help Miss Sandrone with her research. She has some alchemy-related questions that she'd like me to explore.
She recognizes your expertise then. I wish you a fruitful collaboration.
Thank you. In truth, I was surprised to hear her express an interest in subject matter outside of machines.
I believe she has been investigating some Fontanian technology recently. She made a point of bringing the relevant materials with her when she left the Experimental Design Bureau. She's sorting through everything in her room as we speak.
I should mention that we have one other friend who isn't present. He hasn't made his position in all of this clear. But if we know anything about him, he's likely investigating on his own.
Paimon's been very quiet today. But I know how close she and the Traveler are with the Natlanese. She should come with us to the border.
Okay. Paimon will do her best.
Make sure to heed Sandrone's warning. Many of us have been cursed by Dottore. As such, under no circumstances should anyone cross national borders. Remain within Nodcry. That aside, personally, I have faith in Columbina. Things look grim, sure, but who knows how it'll play out. Same goes for rescuing the Traveler. Both of them are important allies and friends. We'll be counting on you to gather intel on them, Miss Nefer.
Oh, wonderful. You're all here.
That voice again. Nicole? Whoa, that was loud. And it came out of nowhere. So mysterious.
Sorry, this is the only way I can speak to you all right now. We're still facing quite a catastrophe here at the world's borders. Alice has roped in every Hexencircle member she can get a hold of. Except for me. She told me I had to come and help you all out as a matter of urgency. I quote, "You love talking, don't you? Well, now it's finally your time to shine. Take these. Make sure the whole party gets one each. You'll be in charge of making sure everyone stays connected."
Huh? Is this a Dodo communication device?
Scanning. Unknown device. Analyzing. Unknown device. Conclusion. Cute. Affirmative. It is cute and good. I believe that I quite like it.
This is no ordinary Dodo communication device. It's my very own special modified version, specifically... sorry. I almost went off on another tangent there. Anyway, help yourselves. It will allow us to communicate over long distances within Nodcry. No more worrying about shuttling messages back and forth.
What astounding technology. Am I right in assuming that it relies on your personal abilities to function, Miss Nicole?
Yes, exactly. Right on cue, Albedo. I'd love to brag to you all about how it all works. But no, next time. Anyway, I'll be right with you all. That's all from me. Head off as soon as you're ready. I'll be staying here to keep watch, and I'll be sending you my blessings.
Sir Flint. Perfect timing. I just arrived myself. You are most considerate, Master Ilua. But in fact, I know you have been sitting here for quite some time.
If you saw me, why didn't you say something?
I was curious to see how long you could sit still for. Also, shouldn't you have managed to sense me approaching?
That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without making a peep. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to address me as master? I don't qualify.
I beg to differ. Why should a young man so well versed in social graces as yourself not be worthy of that title?
Please, Lord Flint's... Sir Flint's. I'm begging you, don't flatter me into complacency like you do with everyone else.
You understand me better than most. My newest acquaintances tell me I love complimenting others. What do you think?
I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big, happy ball of hot air that floats away into the sky.
In all sincerity, I can only hope that they bring good tidings when they come back down to Earth.
Is the situation that bad?
We just held a strategy meeting. Let me fill you in.
In short, we need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of lightkeepers to scour the more remote regions of Nodcry for civilians to evacuate.
I only hope we have enough personnel.
We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help, and we can recall anyone out on patrol to focus on this instead.
Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short work of this. Now, don't forget, once you've completed this task, make sure you and the rest of the team evacuate to either Snezhnaya or Natlan as well.
Flint?
If you've got something to say, Master Ilua, why not guess what I'm thinking right now?
You mentioned that you have something else to deal with later. How difficult is it going to be?
I doubt it will be easy.
I know you're a lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect others in times of crisis. But I have a feeling that you'll be walking into grave danger. However bad things have gotten in the past, Nodcry has never faced a mass evacuation before. But from the sounds of it, you don't intend to come with us. I don't mean to pry, and it's probably none of my business. But whatever it is you're intending, you don't have to go through with it, you know.
I've been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nodcry. As such, I cannot leave. I have to act, if for no other reason than to fight this curse.
What? No. Why? Why would anyone want to curse you?
There are plenty of people out there willing to trample over others in pursuit of their own goals.
Frankly, Sir Flint, I am furious. You're making light of what is an incredibly serious situation.
Indeed I am. And?
And what? I told you I'm furious about this.
Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Things happen, and we just have to deal with them. If you find yourself feeling angry, perhaps start by drinking a big glass of water.
Hey, you mean you're completely unmoved by my anger? I'm devastated.
Then allow me to express my sincerest regret. Come by the lighthouse sometime. We'll catch ourselves a few fish, have a little barbecue, play some cards, and bask in the sun.
Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flint.
Oh my, this doesn't bode well.
Word is that you were caught up in a real horror show recently. People were amazed that you returned safe and sound. They've been debating whether you're even human.
I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises. When you say people, do you mean other people, or do you just mean you?
Fine. I'll be frank. You're not human, are you?
Heavens. Now that's a horrifying thought.
You know what? Forget it. We'll revisit this once it's all over.
A sound plan. Albeit a little ominous sounding.
Just promise me you'll come back in one piece, all right?
For you, Master Ilua. How could I refuse? Also, please pass my regards on to our colleagues. Tell them, thank you all for your assistance. Please put safety first as you proceed with the operation.
I have to keep searching for a path toward reality.
should do it. The last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki. I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power. I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
Nothing here either. Flints?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here? Unless...
I just spoke with Itlua about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby. As for you, why would... It appears we think along similar lines. And neither of us likes to accept things at face value.
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Traveler, I wanted to confirm some of my own suspicions. Also, we'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Ettore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. We can't leave anything to chance. You don't think Columbina perished either, do you?
I'm merely considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know about a deity like her anyway?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to us?
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nasha Town, but didn't find anything.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms where I thought I might find some leads. But no luck here either. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship. But process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really? What's your other reason?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once!
Huh? Am I imagining things? Come on, let's see what's going on.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must have been caused by a Kuvaki fluctuation when I entered the space. Although, it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this time. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions, it doesn't count as influencing reality. Anyway, is this the flagship? The Traveler mentioned that's where she was staying. I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually been here before. How does this space work? If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is not simply memory. She mentioned where her room was. I think it's... this one. The door is closed. But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe... I'm in. She and Paimon aren't here at the moment. I hope she's okay. I wonder what happened to her after that battle with Ettore. Best not to dwell on that for now. I need to try and leave them some clues. Please, Traveler. I really hope you find this.
Huh. Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as noteworthy.
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rerir showed himself, yes. It's also where the Traveler and I first met.
Did you notice anything unusual during your stay?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. Other than that, no. The Traveler and Paimon were most congenial neighbors.
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering, but we can make it up to them later.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night. Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written. Here goes. I'll need to carefully control my strength. There's a noise outside the door. Is she back? Please, you have to see these words.
Well, do you sense anything?
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last chance.
Not necessarily. We've only looked in Nasha Town so far. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and where I live.
Let's try and make some time to look into those then. Wait.
What are you waiting for?
Paimon might have overeaten slightly. What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
The Traveler and Paimon. It's really you, but why are they talking about a victory feast?
You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rare, so this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
Wait. So this is the night after the battle against Rare?